Yo, what's good, guys? It's Andrew from travelingguitarist.com coming at you today at about 9 a.m. So I'm going to talk to you about whether or not you can learn how to play the guitar purely online. And the answer is yeah. Yeah, you sure can. You can learn how to play the guitar online without getting an instructor. I mean, with the amount of information that's on the internet now, and the amount of tutorials and blogs, and there's so many resources on the internet. Even 10 years ago, it wasn't even quite like this. Especially in the case of YouTube. Like, now YouTube is this ultimate resource of knowledge and tutorials and guides and information. It's really crazy. It makes me really grateful to be alive right now. Because the internet there's just so much information for learning how to do things. With that said, is it the best way to go about learning? No. The best way to go about learning how to play the guitar is having an instructor, but and then using the internet as a supplemental strategy. So you get lessons once per week, and then you also have an instructor. Or what did I just say? Yeah, you want an instructor, and you use the internet and YouTube videos as a supplemental resource. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely learn how to play on your own. You can use things like ultimateguitar.com, which I'll show you right now. Ultimateguitar.com is a great resource. They have tabs for, it seems like, almost every song ever written. Honestly, like, they have tablature for everything. Tablature is something that you should definitely learn if you're learning to play the guitar. A lot of people will say, no, don't learn tablature. It's not the proper way. But realistically, tablature is going to give you access and the ability to play all kinds of music. It's definitely something you should learn. And it's so easy to learn. You can learn how to use tablature in like an hour. So because of that, you should definitely, it's a resource that you should use for sure. And also, YouTube, of course. You can use channels like, right now, because at the stage I am at in my career, whatever you want to call it, I listen to people like Rick Beato. Rick Beato is awesome. He's a great YouTuber. His content is fantastic. And also Signal's Music Studio. I listen to him a lot as well. He does a really good job of explaining the modes. And these are the two guys that I pay a lot of attention to. They're great. If you're just starting out, you could probably look for someone else. It wouldn't be difficult to find another YouTuber who's more geared towards beginners and people who are first starting out. And I guess I should just touch on a few of the drawbacks of learning online. I would say the number one drawback of learning online is that, like, you don't have immediate answers to your questions, and there's a chance you're going to pick up on bad technique. Now, there are some exceptions out there. Like, some people have notorious bad technique, but they're like some of the best players in the world. Like, if you look at Marty Friedman from Megadeth and his picking hand, like, he holds his picking hand. I don't know if you can see the way I'm holding my hand like that, but he holds it like this. It's totally bizarre. But I mean, he rocks it, man. Like, he's one of the best players of all time, at least in popular music, for sure. Some people, for instance, even myself, I kind of circle pick a little bit, which is a form of picking that you're not supposed to do. It's when you move your hand kind of like that around the strings, which is a no. But some people do that as well, and they pull it off. But for the most part, you want to make sure that you're, following common practices and standards, and learning how to do things the proper way, so to speak, with a few exceptions. Another thing is that, like, just getting an instructor, like, you're going to be able to ask questions that you can have answered immediately that would maybe be a little more challenging to find online. For instance, it took me years to figure out how to figure out a song's key signature by ear. In fact, it wasn't until like this last 2 years ago where I finally discovered out how to figure out a song's key. And I knew how to discover a song's key if I have the proper notation in front of me and I have the actual music in front of me. But I never actually learned how to do it by ear. And a lot of people will say, oh, it's just the first note of the song and the last note of the song is the key signature. No, not necessarily. In fact, there's all kinds of cases where that isn't the case. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth getting. Here's the best way to go about learning the instrument. You want to get an instructor once per week, maybe twice per week if you're really serious. and then you want to use the online resources as a supplemental resource, and that's the best way to go about it. Can you learn on your own? Yeah, absolutely. Is it the best way of going about it? No, it's not. And that's it. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you liked what I had to say. Make sure to check out my blog at travelingguitarist.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.